I don't ever want to hear that Trump isn't racist, because what's happening right now is 1000% about color. He's targeting innocent Latinos and deporting them, tearing families apart, even deporting Americans. He's deported American children with cancer without their medical supplies. On top of that, he's deporting people that are actually in the legal process of becoming Americans. Meanwhile, on Monday, he is welcoming white, keyword white, South Africans into America. He's providing them housing, prepaid phones, weather appropriate clothing, groceries, house furnishings, all while also saying that Latinos are draining the economy. Are you, like, be so fucking for real. Be so fucking for real, because these are the same Latinos that work multiple jobs. When have you seen a Latino immigrant begging on the street? Oh, wait. Latino immigrants work multiple jobs, don't even qualify for the benefits that he falsely claims that they are abusing. Babe, they can't even get these benefits. They will sell you flowers, wash your car, wash your house, wash the dishes. They do everything. They don't qualify for these benefits. You think if they qualified for these benefits that they would have all these multiple jobs, babe? Oh my God, like, at this point, I just don't want to hear it. I feel like there's so many people that I know personally that have been gaslighting me, constantly saying, oh, Trump he's not racist, he loves Latinos. Then make it make sense. Make it make sense. And then the ACLU has already reported there has been so many US citizens that have been arrested and detained because they have been racially profiled. Yeah, for the color of their skin and for speaking Spanish. So please, I don't want to fucking hear it. It is about race. It is about color. If you're black and brown in America, you are targeted. And right now they're trying to get rid of habeas corpus, which is going to eliminate your right to resist arrest. So yeah, for all the Latinos that voted for Trump, babe, it's you or me next at the end of the day. Like, this is about color. This is about preserving whiteness. This has always been that. And, you know, I don't think that we are at a point to, like, blame the people, the Latinos that voted for Trump anymore. I think it's just wake up. Like, there's literally nothing that he's doing that's going to benefit you. Nothing. And I don't think that you need to wait for it to, like, personally affect you for you to wake up. I really beg and implore you to do your own research and just wake up. This isn't right. This is so sad.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Global Views with Josh, your spot for real talk, sharp takes, and just the right amount of sarcasm to make politics a little easier to swallow. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button, drop a like, and let's dive right into today's topic. Because oh boy, the irony is rich. So, Latino Trump voters are crying again, not tears of joy, but tears of what did we just do? Turns out the man they thought would save America seems a little too eager to deport their cousins, neighbors, and, well, sometimes even them.
Latino for Trump. I will vote for Donald Trump.
Activist Helen Villalonga begged for compassion.
¿Qué le hicimos, Donald Trump?
What did we do to you, Donald Trump, to deserve this? Many of my people believed in you.
I'm worried because of the situation that me, my dad, and my mom have where we don't have papers yet.
Javier, did you support Donald Trump?
Sí, yo hubiese tenido ciudadanía.
If I was a U.S. citizen, I would have voted for Donald Trump.
You can hope all you want that Latinos for Trump are going to fuck around and find out now that the Supreme Court has ruled that ICE can racially profile people on the street if they look like illegal aliens. But it doesn't matter, because Latinos for Trump have been pretending like they are white, assimilating into white culture so long that they think they look white and they don't think they're going to be racially profiled. They don't think they stick out to ICE. They have whitewash goggles so badly that they think to a gang of ICE agents that they look like a white person. Don't get started on me about this whole, oh, this white girl's talking out of pocket, doesn't know what she's talking about. I'm Cuban American. I'm very acutely and intimately aware of the thought processes going on here. You can bark at them all they want about, oh, look what you've done now. Look what you've done now. Now you're a target. Now you're a target. You can be racially profiled. They don't give a damn. They don't give a rat's ass. I know this particular niche issue doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things because the Supreme Court did indeed just strip away civil rights from everyone in this country, especially those that are black and brown. But, you know, to me, it kind of matters. They voted for this, yes. They've done this to themselves, but they still don't give a shit. They still don't think anything's going to happen to them. They're sitting around watching other Latinos with legal status and naturalized citizenships getting snatched up off the street and sent to El Salvador. They don't give a damn. They don't even believe that that stuff is happening, much less believe that it's going to happen to them now that the Supreme Court said it was okay.
Dale cintura, 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 cintura. I will go for Donald Trump.
It's been happening frequently at the 333 Miami Avenue Federal Court building. Janet Correa's husband was detained this week. According to her immigration lawyer, he has already been placed on expedite removal.
Laura Garcia said she and her husband arrived from Cuba 4 days ago and are seeking asylum. He went into the immigration office, but after several hours, there was no sign of him.
He just came in and snatched her.
This man said his wife from Venezuela was taken into custody during a raid in the Miami neighborhood of Brownsville over the weekend, and that 2 construction workers were also rounded up.
I like Donald Trump. I think so he's doing wrong. Because you know, fix the problem, just isolate the people.
Beyond betrayed. They used us.
So now I'm seeing all these videos of Mexican Americans crying about how they regret voting for Trump. And honestly, I can't feel bad for you. Because when we told you this would happen, you didn't listen. When it was just theoretical, it was easy to ignore. But now that your undocumented family is at risk, now that your kids are being targeted or the kids in your circles, now that they're coming for you, now it's a problem. Listen, I get it. I have family who voted for him too, and I won't lie, it makes it very hard to process. It sometimes even makes it hard to talk to them because how am I supposed to be okay with that? I have undocumented family. I have a trans sibling. Trump's policies directly hurt people I love. So when I see our own people supporting him, it feels like a slap in the face. And I keep asking myself, why? How did this happen? This man called Mexicans rapists. He bragged about deporting families. He made racial profiling and hate cool again. And still, some of you voted for him. And now, reality is hitting. Oklahoma just passed a law requiring parents to prove citizenship to enroll their kids in school. Texas is next. Who do you think they're coming for? Not white, undocumented Europeans, Latinos. And now some of you are shocked? What did you think was going to happen? That they'd make an exception for you? That you're somehow a good immigrant? That Trump actually cared about Latinos? Be serious. I know some of you are going to defend your stance with like, well, my family voted for him because they don't like socialism. They care about small businesses. They're conservative. They're religious. Okay. But at what cost? At the cost of our people being deported? At the cost of our kids being denied education? At the cost of our community being unsafe? And so now you're feeling the consequences and you want us to feel sorry for you. No. I'm saving my sympathy for the people who didn't vote against their own families. It's exhausting. We tried to tell you, but if you voted for Trump and regret it, sit with that, reflect on it, because the rest of us, we saw this coming. Please don't share any hate, not even towards Latinos who voted for Trump. This is just my personal view and my frustration about this entire situation.
Te tiene orden de deportación.
This man who lives on Northwest 22nd Avenue and 59th Street says agents came to the home Sunday looking for a man with a deportation order. That man was not home, but he says ICE took his 3 other undocumented roommates.
Emails from Homeland Security warn Cubans, Nicaraguans, Venezuelans, and Haitians here with special permission to leave the country or face deportation.
¿Tienes miedo?
Of course. My wife and I rarely go out to the grocery store, let alone any Latino markets.
I saw that they were taking a man who was outside here with me, and I look and they just took him. I collapsed. I felt that I couldn't go on anymore.
I could end up in jail and even lose my life because of the conditions there. Not only that, I wouldn't be able to support my family.
I pay my taxes. I follow the rules.
Alvaro Duran is a TPS recipient. He's in the process of obtaining a green card because he's married to a U.S. citizen. However, his mother and siblings are now in limbo.
Go back to Venezuela is not an option.
Business owners here on TPS and some of the families that have put their kids in schools here in Duran are now starting to make exit plans.
So the U.S. Supreme Court today overturned Judge Frimpong's injunction from June 11th, saying that in LA, the ICE agents needed to follow well-established law by the Fourth Amendment. They needed something more than just a person's race or how they look. And today, Trump's U.S. Supreme Court ruled that their ethnicity, the language they speak, the type of jobs that Latinos have, gardening, construction, can all be used as reasonable suspicion. Law professors are throwing out their curriculums because all established law is out the window. Latinos, regardless of citizenship status or immigration status, now have diminished right under the Constitution. This is Trump's Supreme Court. And it seems now as though the law will change with whatever Trump requests. So we'll see where this leads us.
Oh man, we got some immigration officers coming.
How's it going, officer? Registration, please.
Oh yeah, of course, officer. Here. Yeah, my name is John. Here, I'm American.
Let me see.
I voted for Donald Trump.
Where are you coming from?
I was just working, you know what? I was working in these apartment complexes. There's a lot of immigrants.
Be quiet. You look very illegal too.
Sir, I voted for Donald Trump. My name is John Rivers.
Your name is not John Rivers.
Sir, that's John Rivers.
That's Juan Rios.
Yeah, but Juan Rios is my Mexican name.
You're gonna have to get out the car.
Sir, I'm
You're
American.
gonna have to get out the car.
I voted for Donald Trump. Are you kidding me? This is unfair.
For 33 hours, I was praying that if this had to happen here, that it wouldn't be one of us. That somebody drove from another state, somebody came from another country. Sadly, that prayer was not answered the way I had hoped for.
What did he say? Please, Heavenly Father, let it be Latino, or maybe a black person, possibly from Atlanta, Heavenly Father. It could be anybody. Venezuela, Dominican. Dear Lord, we'll take anything. He's white? From Utah? His parents are Mormon? The devil made him do it!
They don't even hide their racism anymore. They even openly tell you on national television. I hope he's not white. I hope it's somebody from another country that's an immigrant. Yet some of you Latinos still support them. But they don't want you here. Because they don't want them.
For the Hispanic, Latino, minority Trump voter who thinks they're all set, what do you think denaturalization means?
For those of you who don't know, don't worry. I'll interpret it for you. It's the removal of citizenship. Yeah, Congress can do that. So for a lot of you Latinos that think that because you're naturalized, you're safe. No, you can lose your citizenship. And deportation is immediate once that happens. And that's Stephen Miller, the white supremacist they've always had a plan. Again, The Republican Party is the party of white supremacy. They've always had a plan to use their vote, and once they get the vote of the Latinos that are foolish enough to vote for them, then they discard you. They don't want immigrants here. Even if you're naturalized or have citizenship, it's never been about being here legally. It's about stripping your rights away so that you're not part of the equation and you're not at that table. You fucked around and now you're gonna find out. Que tengamos un día.
This message is for Cubanos for Trump. Took away your parole program. Cubans, Nicaraguans, Venezuelans, and Haitians. He just took it away from you. We are officially in fuck around and find out season. Welcome to episode 1.
Latinos for Trump are a group of people I will never understand because not only are they selling out their own, they are selling out their own family members. Watch.
They used us! Adelis Ferro is the co-founder and executive director of the Venezuelan American Caucus.
How is the Venezuelan community feeling right now, especially in the context of these deportations?
Desperate, terrified.
You believed the president when he said he was going to deport criminals.
Now, Elena is left behind with her daughter, 7-month-old son, and Ariel's 70-year-old grandmother, who has been a U.S. citizen for years. Together, facing a reality they never imagined. Toda mi familia votó.
Vincent, you voted for Donald Trump? Yes, I did. He thought the Trump administration was going to focus solely on deporting criminals. It seems immigration officials, he says, are just trying to meet quotas now. 6 Nicaraguan men who on May 27th were detained along US 1 in Sugarloaf Key on their way to a job. Their immigration attorney says it should not have happened because 5 of the 6 have their paperwork in order with pending asylum cases. Vincent Scardina is the owner of the roofing company where they worked. He's owned it 37 years.
You become their friends, just not an employer, but a friend.
Angustiada, desesperada y decepcionada. Así dice estar esta madre cubana Lillian Pais luego de que su esposo fuera deportado por la administración del presidente Trump, a quien ella le dio su voto.
Creía que quizás con el mandato del presidente, las personas que eran delincuentes eran los que se iban a ir.
Yeah, those flags stand up. This family still supports Donald Trump despite their mom being detained. The final moments home for an Iranian woman detained by immigration agents. A mother Monday going inside to say bye to her 4 kids.
She came and kissed the kids and that was it. That's the last time I saw her.
A proud President Trump supporting family in Diamond Bar.
Election time was here. I had a full 3-4 flags out.
Even while their mom faces immigration questions. Has your opinion changed on this?
That's a good question. Somewhat. It has.
Then we have Ileana Garcia, one of the founders of Latinos for Trump, who posted on X, "This is not what we voted for." It's exactly what you voted for. What are you talking about? Just read this headline. Pathetic. I don't even have words for this one because just look at what he tells Newsweek. An overused metaphor to describe the election results of 2024 is that America failed an open book test. And it's entirely accurate because we already saw what Donald Trump did his first term. We already saw what Project 2025 laid out in front of us. Even though Trump's folks were saying that, no, we don't want to do this, everything that Trump is doing right now directly mirrors the Project 2025 playbook. Donald Trump, with his big, beautiful bill that now passed both halls of Congress, they're going to beef up ICE. He's effectively going to have a paramilitary under his direct control. So if you're trying to express some buyer's remorse, save it, because this is exactly what you voted for.
To the Latinos for Trump, looks like you guys turned out to be those weird family members that protected and covered up for the weird pedophile uncles. Gross. At least now we know who you are.
I got a question to my Latinos for Trump. How y'all feel today? Do y'all see what's going on in California right now? Do y'all see how voting for Donald Trump didn't give y'all a single brownie point with white uneducated voters? How it did y'all no good. Wearing a MAGA hat, thinking that was going to put y'all above it all. Now, abuela, Dio, and Tia, and Mijo, and Mija, everybody getting sent up out of here. Without an ounce of due process, right along with you. How y'all feel today? Honestly. Y'all did all that Latinos for Trump, we love Trump. Now you're up out of here. Y'all were the deciding factor in all of this. White, uneducated voters were going to vote for Trump no matter what. That was a lost cause. But you people, on the other hand, whole different ball game. This was an open book test, and y'all failed.
Have y'all seen the video of that Cuban Trump supporter, man, complaining about Trump after there was a video that went viral of him celebrating Trump's victory a few months ago because Trump signed an executive order that's pretty much demanding that truck drivers know and speak and can read English in order for them to be a truck driver? And guess what this guy does for a living, man? Yeah, he drives a truck, man. He hasn't just driven a truck. He's driving a truck for 20 freaking years, man. For 20 years, and now he's scared that he might lose his license because he doesn't speak a lick of English. And at that point, I mean, yo, you've been here for 20 years, man. At that point, you kind of did it to yourself, bro. But whatever, man. It points to the fact that there was a lot of Latinos, man, that were supporting Trump, that I was looking at them like, I don't know, I think you might want to be quiet at this one, at least publicly, you know, because a lot of Latinos out there were doing certain things that, you know, when the Democrats are in control, they just look the other way. They don't really care, you know. But when the Republicans get up in there, they start shaking things down, you feel me? And now this dude is over here scared because he's like, damn, how am I gonna feed my family, bro? This is all I do. And yeah, I know that the Latinos that hate Trump are having a field day with this video, man. It's going around the internet. Everybody's telling me, you see, we told you he don't care about no Latinos. But nah, bro, come on, let's start learning English, bro. You've been here 20 years, bro. That's one thing that Latinos do that blows my mind, bro. I know people been here 40, 50 years, bro. Don't speak a lick, can't even beg in English, bro. But yeah, that was a little funny.
Latinos, you can scream MAGA all you want, vote red, only speak English, even call ICE yourself, but you will never be the exception. You will never be white, and it's not going to stop you from getting racially profiled. Who said that? Who said that?
Did you see this video of this Cuban truck driver who was once very happy that Trump won, now upset that Trump's policies are actually affecting him? Listen.
Metiendo que tiene la licencia de nosotros de camioneros, que llevamos 25 años no hablo inglés. ¿Cómo me vas a quitar la licencia, amigo, padre? ¿De qué comen mis hijos? ¿Qué tengo que hacer? ¿Vender a Palestina? ¿Robar? ¿Qué tengo que hacer? No, coño, compadre, piensa, torneguita. Es tremendo tronco de puta. Caballero, si se llama esto, hay que trancar el país completo, así como está ahora, mira, así. Pero en vez de carros, que sean camiones en todos los expressways, en todos los lugares, para que no puedan hacer esa ley. Esto es una cosa que está haciendo es para imponer. Coño, compadre, métete con los bandidos. Con los trabajadores, compadre. Yo no hablo inglés, no puedo hablar inglés. Llegué muy tarde aquí, llegué mayor de edad, no hablo inglés. Hay que estudiar, yo sé que este país es inglés, pero no lo logré. Pero soy trabajador, coño. Entiendo todo el tráfico, entiendo todo mi trabajo, pero no lo hago.
Oh, now, right? Now that these policies are affecting you, I don't know about you, but I was warning Latinos for Trump for years about how dangerous he is. And that was always the little smirk they had, thinking that they're smarter than you, that they know more than you. And now look at them. Now he wants sympathy because like, wait, I never learned how to speak English. I never got the chance to. Where's that same sympathy for the people who were in this country for 30 years and were never able to fix their status? Just like circumstances got in your way that you were never able to speak English, circumstances have gotten in people's way where they haven't been able to adjust their status. And if I may make a suggestion, I know a lot of Latinos for Trump don't read. I suggest the book Defectors. They also have it in Spanish. This book perfectly breaks down how Latinos were lied to by the right and why so many fell for Trump's lies. So yes, I think that we should unite and we should go protest. But sir, you cannot just go do that when something affects you. You need to go out there and fight for everyone's rights. I'm talking about, that's right, you got to go out to Black Lives Matter. You got to go out to LGBT. You got to go out and march for marginalized people. And also, you got to do the work to get rid of all that stuff that you have inside that made you vote for Trump in the first place. And remember to keep up with news stories like these, sign up for my newsletter, check out my podcast or one of my other social media channels, link in bio.
So crazy that we voted for Trump. We trust him with the words that he promised us Latinos. This is crazy that starting next week, multiple cities will be hitting immigration. I hate that I voted for him. Now I'm so scared for my family. Y'all, we need to come together and do something about this.
So recently they did a focus group where they invited several Latinos. All these Latinos voted for Trump, and they stated that they regret their votes for Trump because of the economy and mass deportations, which was Trump. Trump was really transparent on these particular issues. He'd been running on border security for over half a decade. He'd been running on tariffs and who could use which bathroom and who could play in whose sports. So there's no possible way you could really have voters remorse years when Trump was completely transparent. I just find it interesting that this study comes out after Trump took funding from this grant for Hispanics, and redirected those funds to HBCUs. This is very telling, and they go on and say that if it was a do-over, they still wouldn't vote for Kamala. They'll vote for a third party or stay home. How Mano say it? Hi haters, remember that song? Yeah, it's telling.
Latino voters are feeling utterly betrayed by Donald Trump. Well, we told you so. We're hearing stories like this of a MAGA dad sending a text message to his daughter saying, "Hi, sweetie, keep a pic of your passport in your phone." And this lady goes, "A text I got from my dad today. He's a Latino who voted for Trump. I'm just numb at this point. I really tried to tell him." We're hearing stories like this. "I'm laughing at my Latino dad who voted for Trump. You guys, LMAO, this feels so good. I told my dad if Trump gets into office, his family is going to be affected by it too. His family is at risk of getting deported. But when I told him that, he said I'm dumb and that he wasn't true at all because his family came in legally. Now guess what? They are saying that the countries Cuba, Venezuela, Nicaragua, Haiti that were allowed in the U.S. through the Biden humanitarian parole program are at risk of being deported too, even though they technically came in legally. It's just that most don't have their resident card yet, which can take years, by the way, and this makes them at risk of being deported or detained. Also, ICE is even trying to detain immigrants."
It's almost like they didn't read the fine print on that red hat. You know, the one that said, "Make America great again." Just not for you. For years, Trump made it clear that his immigration policies weren't exactly a warm welcome to Latino communities. Yet, some voters said he's just talking about the bad ones. Fast forward to today, ICE raids, visa deniers, mass deportations later, and suddenly, everyone's shocked. Shocked that law and order came knocking at their door. Now, we're now seeing countless clips online, Latino MAGA supporters saying they feel betrayed, angry, and confused. We thought he was only going after the illegal immigrants. Now, they say, well, surprise. When you support policies that target people who look like you, it's not only a matter of time before the spotlight turns your way. And the best part, many of these same voters cheered when Trump promised to build the wall. They thought it was about keeping others or other people out, until they realized that they were the other people. Yeah, they were the other people in America. You'd think after years of anti-immigrant rhetoric, the message would have been clear. But no, they said things like, he's strong, he's a businessman, he will fix the economy. Now, the only thing he is fixing is their residency status. Now, here's the real takeaway. When voting isn't just about slogans and, party colors. It's about understanding whose interest you actually protecting. Too many people fall for political theater, and by the time reality sets in, it's already too late. So what now? Will Latino voters learn from these and hold leaders accountable? Or will history repeat itself in the next election cycle? And what does it say about the power of propaganda and identity politics in America today? So drop your thoughts, on the comment section. Do you think these voters were misled, or did they just ignore the obvious signs? Let's talk about it on the comment section. Tell me what your thoughts are. And as always, don't forget to like, share, and please subscribe, because we've got more truth, more irony, and yes, more uncomfortable realities coming your way right here on Global Views with Josh. Credit belongs to original creators.